Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of me playing Bugdom. Am I alive right now? I'm not seeing myself show up on my own channel. Hello? Please, can I be live right now? Bear with me while we experience technical difficulties. Here we go. Bugdom part 2. Just took a minute. Hello? Why did the music cut out? Did the music cut out for everyone else or just for me? Okay, I think the music just cut out for me. I hope no one tunes into this for, like, the extreme technical competence on my part. Not only does the music... Okay, I think everything's set up. Hello, Cody of Athens 3397. We have a functional chat. Audio is working. If the audio balance between my voice and the game seems off to anyone, do let me know and I can adjust things. Let's start level 5. This is the only one that I couldn't find a map for this level online, but I don't think I'll need it, because if memory serves, this whole level is just one big circle. Just one... Whoop. Here. Just one big arena with the hive in the middle. Whoop. Alright. How does this level work? There's a big health bar at the bottom. Right, this is kind of like the... It's level 5, there's 10 levels, so we're halfway through the game. So this big beehive is kind of a little mini-boss. If I'm remembering right, I think when there's no, like, exit in this level. So I need to make sure to get all the ladybugs and clovers before I get that health bar to the bottom. Alright, let's just do a lap around the edge of the map. Oh, that's very sweet, Cody of Athens. I'm not sure I want to read that comment out loud, it's so sweet. It's weird to me how many people have said something along those lines to me about... Can I kick this guy? Whoop. I was looking at chat. And didn't pay attention to what was happening. It's weird to me how many people have said something along the lines of, you gave me my interest in linguistics, or you're responsible for me getting into linguistics. I feel like there's... Whoop. Can I kick these guys? I don't think I can. I think these guys are immune to being kicked. Yeah, if I'm remembering right. Yes. They are vulnerable to being rolled into. Jakenzer says, this game looks real interesting. What platform is it being played on? Platform. I am playing it on my laptop, on my MacBook. Originally, this game was for, I think this game came free on, like, all new iMacs back around, like, 2000 or something. Well, okay, so I need to run into them with, like, enough momentum, otherwise it won't work. But also, they need to be low enough to the ground that I can actually hit them and I don't just go straight under them. This is tricky. Yep, there it goes. I think multiple people have said, like, I have a PhD in linguistics because of you or something. Or at least a degree in linguistics. It's always wild to me. Okay, I'm realizing, yeah, if I keep going the way I've been going, I'm gonna wind up with a giant swarm of bees, like, following behind me. I don't know if there's a way to avoid that, actually. Whoop. Oh, reading chat and doing this at the same time is tricky. Cody of Athens says that they're hoping to start a channel based on the politics of language sometime soon. That sounds interesting. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of people these days who... Whoop, didn't mean to jump on this guy. Whole bunch of people who have started linguistics YouTube channels who, like, have either explicitly named me as an influence or... I don't know, I can kind of tell looking at it, I guess. Or, I don't know, maybe people have been, like, influenced by people who have been influenced by me, or... I don't know, I had rather... Like, I didn't make up a lot of what I was doing on YouTube. I think I've just been influenced by the same people who influenced me in the first place. Okay, where did those bees go that were following me? Did they just despawn? I think they might have just despawned. Whoop, hi there. Whoop. This feels very silly. I feel I'm simultaneously trying to have a conversation about, like, my legacy and my influence on YouTube while also just trying not to die in this silly game. Okay, yep. Looking back at my own YouTube channel, I feel like I basically stopped making linguistics videos in 2017. 2017 was a big year for me. Like, at the beginning of 2017, I was like, I'm gonna make, like, a really strong effort to like, try to make a living, to try to, like, make this YouTube thing into a career. But, like, I kinda almost had it. I don't know, looking back, I think I made a lot of, like, my best YouTube videos in 2017. Like, the videos I tend to be, like, most proud of looking back I made in 2017. And I always kind of... I don't know, I decided at that point that at least for a little while I was going to... Okay, that's all of the... Where are all of the clovers? There's supposed to be 4 blue clovers in each level. Oh, that's a waste. I'm not going to be able to get that extra life now that I cracked that node open and I already have full lives. Oh, I feel bad. I'm keeping Cody of Athens. I might be keeping Cody of Athens awake. Okay, Cody of Athens, you need to leave. Ah, crap. I feel bad if I'm keeping anyone awake. If anyone... Kind of hard not to lose one's train of thought when there's bees attacking you from every direction. Are there any blue clovers in this level? I did see your question. I think it was Cody of Athens who asked a minute ago what video I was I'm most proud of. That's a good question. Okay, this is I don't think this is a real answer, but honestly, the thing that comes to mind right now is the Simpsons video, the steamed hams, but I sorted it by phoneme. That video is a shit post, but like, I might have put more time into that video than any other. Please die, please die. Ah, thank you. It is, like, I didn't have an AI do that for me. Like, I made that video by hand. And not only did I make it by hand, I kind of made it by hand twice, because I kind of made it separately for the visuals and for the audio. Because, like, I didn't want, like, when they're standing there going, like, I wanted the visuals to be them, like, making the shape with their lips that line up with the phoneme I was depicting, right? Like, I want them to kind of be baring their teeth when they go s. I want their mouths to be open when they're saying vowels. I want them to, like, I want their tongues to stick out a little when they go the th sound. But as in basically all video, the audio and the visuals aren't actually quite in sync. Like like our brains kind of expect audio to show up a little bit later than visuals because sound travels slower than light, right? So the frames that corresponded to the phonemes would actually show up before the sound for the phonemes. But like, I wanted them to line up in my video, so I basically would go through and like assemble all of the audio for a particular phoneme, and then I'd go back through and do it all over again, but for the frames corresponding to the like the visual for making that sound. Okay, what's a serious answer to what video am I most proud of? Maybe the one on AVE? No, not that one. I'm starting to doubt whether there are any blue clovers in this level. One of these days I should really figure out how to get that thing streamers do working, where like chat is like on my screen overlaid on top of the video game. If I knew how to do that, I would be doing that right now, but I don't know how to do that. Alright, give me... Let's see, maybe I should land the dragonfly so I can get caught up on chat real quick. Am I being followed? I am being followed. Okay, can I... Does that be a threat to me? Okay, I think I can just stand here for a second while I get caught up on chat. Oh, yeah. Cody of Athens says the Forbidden Words video is the one that made me want to do a channel about the politics of language. Forbidden words, political languages, and the idea that the idea the words we use can genuinely influence. Yeah. I have mixed feelings on that video looking back on it. In my mind, that video is, like, cemented in my brain as, like, the video where I say the N-word with a questionably valid excuse. Or like, questionably validating circumstances. I don't know. I looking back, I feel like that video was, I don't know, kind of clumsy, I guess. I feel like it might have been kind of a mistake to... What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna fly in circles shooting at bees while I say this, just so my hands have something to do while I ramble. I am kind of, like, I don't know. I'm kind of proud on that video, of that video, looking back on it, but it's also like... Like, what words we do and don't consider taboo, I think, says a lot about our values. And I think there's something that academics do a lot, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, where they try to sort of separate themselves from their own value system. Like, they try to look at different value systems sort of objectively. They try to adopt the stance of someone who doesn't have any values so that they can sort of study academically different value systems and the way those value systems interact with things. Like, I was kind of saying, like, in the video, I was kind of acting like somebody who didn't have any values of his own. Like, isn't that kind of what I'm doing if I say, like, you know, lots of value systems prescribe that you shouldn't say these words, and I'm going to say all of them right now? Like, isn't there something, like, kind of, I don't know, nihilistic about that? I don't know. I feel like it might have been more honest to just to be like, I'm not going to say all of these words because I care about things, because racism is bad, and I don't want to, like, normalize being racist. Honestly, I feel like a really big reason I didn't do that was just because I thought that gag was funny. Like, the lighting my face on fire, the pouring gasoline in my mouth. I think I thought of that and was like, okay, I think I just thought it was funny. And I don't know. I don't know if it was smart looking back. I did have a really interesting time. Like, I did my best to look at, like, what academics had said about... Like, I did my best to, I don't know, research, like, the linguistics of the N-word, I guess. Like, the sociolinguistics of the N-word. And I had a really, I don't know, was a really fun, interesting time reading about what like actual linguists and academics had said on the matter. And I tried to give like a little taste of that in the actual video. Jakenzer says, such a random video, especially since that was uploaded on the main channel. I believe they're talking about the Simpsons video, and yeah, like, I thought about posting it to the secondary channel, but honestly, like, I put too much work into it for it to be a secret channel video. And honestly, I don't know, it has some, like, educational value, doesn't it? Like, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, like, it kind of deserves to be a main channel video. I don't think I regret that, honestly. Yeah, that video was a main channel video. That I think that decision holds up. Cody of Athens says I'd get along with their boyfriend who has taken it upon himself to match the vocals from a 10-year-old album to the instruments of the new version manually. Depending on the... Okay, for an entire album, that is a project. That sounds like a lot of work. And regarding the Forbidden Words video, Cody says, it was a risky move, lol, not gonna lie. Risky doesn't quite feel like the right word, because it's like... Risky makes it sound like I'm rolling the dice on whether or not I get away with it, but like, it's years later, and I'm still not entirely sure whether or not I got away with it, you know? Like... I don't know, I feel like I kind of half got away with it. I feel like if I could give any advice to anyone ever, it would... Let me go back. If I could give any advice to anyone who's not black about whether or not they should say the N-word, I would say, don't do it. Even if you think it's a good idea, even if you think it's a really funny joke, probably don't. And, like, you might get away with it, but... Like, do you want there to be a clip of you saying the word floating around online forever? Probably not. But yeah, like, I still... I still think back... I still think about it and kind of wonder, like, did I... Like, what was that... that felt risky, but, like, what was I risking exactly? And, like, whatever I was risking with that, did I lose it or did I not? I don't know. Alright, Cody of Athens, didn't you say you needed to go to bed? If you comment on this video... This goes for anyone else, too. If anyone wants to leave a comment on this... If anyone misses the stream and wants to comment on it later, I will do my best to respond to any questions or interesting comments upon the next stream. Actually, that reminds me, there was... Let me go back and look at the last stream, because there was... Someone left a comment on it that I wanted to reply to, but I forget what it was. Right, someone commented, the bat that eats you if you fly too high, it's such BS, there's, like, no warning at all. That may be true, but, like... Like, there isn't any warning of the bat. It never even occurred to me, though, that there could be warning for the bat, or that, like... I don't know, like I've said before, this me playing this game predates me, like, being able to form real memories. Like, that this game is the way it is, just like for the same reason that gravity pulls down, or the sun is in the sky. It's like, this is just how the universe is. Like, nothing in this game could possibly be surprising. Alright, how fast can I just... Whoop. Did I get this acorn? Alright. Good night, Cody of Athens. Thank you for the kind words. It's very sweet. God, I feel like I missed blue clover. Like, there almost definitely weren't any blue clovers in that level, but I can't help but feel like they were there and I just missed them. Alright, whatever. Level 6. Now, after having lit the beehive on fire, we go into the beehive, which is much bigger on the inside than it was on the outside. I do not understand any part of this. Ah, man. I remember this from when I was a little kid. This little bundle of TNT. The little TNT plunger made out of matchsticks. God, I feel like I'm 4 years old again. Is there anything else in this room? If I'm remembering right, if you're not careful, these little guys will metamorphose into adult bees that are a much bigger problem. And it's best to get them while they're tiny like this. I don't really remember what triggers them to metamorphose, though. Okay, these guys. I remember there being a trick for these guys. Up! And up. Up. Oh. Up. And up. Alright, I am feeling good about things so far. I have full health, full sprint juice, full stamina, I guess, is what you would call that. Whoop, one of them got me. Ah. I thought about doing this stream earlier in the evening, but I thought for the sake of consistency it might be a better idea to Can I jump on top of these guys before they shoot their stingers? This is so silly. I guess it's realistic that they shoot their stinger and then immediately die, but like it's so ridiculous how they point their ass at you. And there's like a little gun firing noise and then they fall over dead. I feel like that wasn't funny to me as a little kid because I don't know, that's just how things are, but and like I said before, it's easier logistics-wise for me to do this when everyone else in my house is asleep, so... Yep. Oh, I remember these. I remember this getting a little bit stressful. Okay, if I am remembering right, those red honeycombs sink, but I think they come back. So... yep. I was correct. I was really afraid they were gonna sink forever and I'd be stranded. This is stressful. Okay, come on. Whoop. Thought that would take a lot more of my health. Jakenzer says they feel euphoria, that's why they do it despite knowing they'll die. Probably. Do bees feel euphoria? Like real-life bees feel... I can't tell if you're making a claim about real-life bees or just bees in this silly game. Do real-life bees feel euphoria when they commit suicide like that? That feels like a really hard thing to measure. How are you supposed to do this? I just realized that it's a Bee Movie reference. Okay, that would explain it. I've never seen the Bee Movie. Sorry. Don't feel bad, that was just me being stupid. When I was a little kid, I'm remembering now, I had a headcanon that... So, like, there's 3 types of bees in this level, right? There's the flying kind that are about, like, the size of the nice one that's following me around here. There's the little baby larva, and then there's the ones with abs. The big muscular ones that shoot at you. right? And when I was a little kid, I headcanoned that, like, let me go back through just to make sure I get everything in these hallways. These bees were female, and the bees with abs were male. And in my head, they made up a sort of nuclear family. Like, these were the mama bees, and then the masculine ones were the daddy bees, and then the babies were the baby bees, and they made up, like, a little nuclear family together. I don't think I've remembered that headcanon I had for, like, decades or something before it resurfaced just now. I should probably actually see the Bee movie at some point. I saw some people commenting on that Simpsons video I made, saying, like there were, like, Simpsons fans commenting on that video, going, good to see, like, the Simpsons fandom, or, like, the influence of the Simpsons is still going stronger, or something. There were comments that seemed to sort of imply that, like, are these bits that you blast through supposed to be, like, part of the tree? They look kind of like aspen branches or something. Point is, there were comments on that Simpsons video that seemed to imply that I had, like, I don't know, ever seen any of The Simpsons? To this day, I've never actually seen the entirety of the episode that the steamed hams scene is from. Like, I am not a Simpsons fan. I am so pleased that little guy didn't get me just now. I know about The Simpsons entirely through cultural osmosis. Stomp. 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 And I feel as if I've seen the entire Bee movie, even though I haven't, just because it's such a... just because it's referenced so much. Whoop. Okay, did I just miss it? I think I just missed the... I think I just missed my window. Wait a second. I didn't come from that direction, did I? I am feeling very turned around. I came from over here, right? Yeah, okay, I did. I came from over here. I think there's a boss fight after this level. I think this is level 6. Wait, this is level 6. There's a gold clover somewhere around this level. In the entirety of the game, there's only 4. On each level, there's 4 blue clovers, but in the entirety of the game, there's also 4 gold clovers. I remember looking up where exactly those gold clovers are. I believe one of them was on this level, level 6. I just realized how the theme music for this level is sort of deliberately evocative of bees. Like, kind of the same way... Like, kind of the same way Flight of the Bumblebee is, like... Like that little that little thing. I don't think I ever clocked until just now how, like, what they're doing with that. Okay, this is tricky. I have, like, full health. Do I even need to bother avoiding this? There. Yeah, it does sound like Flight of the Bumblebees, doesn't it? At the very least, it's kind of evocative of bees, the same way Flight of the Bumblebees is. Alright, was I just completely misremembering that these guys eventually, like, form a little cocoon and turn into a different kind of bee? Because I kind of thought that would have happened at least once by now. Are you gonna metamorphose at some point, little guy? Or are you just gonna chase me in circles? What ridiculous little feet these guys have. He has 6 little anatomically correct feet, just like bees do, even though larvae don't have feet. Okay, I don't think that's a thing. Stop. Whoop. Hi there. Alright, that's the last blue clover. I need ladybugs, and I need that gold clover. Oh, this is silly. I kind of want to just stand here for a bit. I've picked up a satellite. Alright. Hi, guys. Controlling the cameras and walking at the same time isn't easy. Well, I'm getting lost. Have I been through here already? Okay. I think I've got this whole little area. Are more of these guys spawning, or are there just a lot of them? I don't know how you're supposed to kill those flying ones. Like, if they're close enough to the ground for you to hit, then it's only because, like, they're, like, in the middle of an attack, and it'll hurt you too if you attack them. Like, it seems like there's a very small window for for attacking them successfully. Yeah. I really hope I find the gold clover before I get to the end of this level, because I don't want to have to go back through the level looking for it. Also, I played back yesterday's stream for myself to see how it came out, and found that, like, over and over again I kept saying game when I meant level. Like, there's X things per game when I meant level, stuff like that. Gold clover? Anywhere? Please? Is there a gold clover anywhere in this room? Stomp. Stomp. I think I remember this. Is the gold clover tucked in here? Is the idea that all these little enemies here are meant to, like, deter you from opening all of the nuts? Is that the idea here? This level is longer than I remember it being. And die. Okay, if you time it right so that you hit them right after they make their attack, then I guess it's not that hard. It's kind of hard to get going with any real amount of speed within the little window you have, though. So it makes me feel like I'm not doing it right. Like that feels like such a weird use of the little rolling sprint function. What? What? But I already have all blue clovers. What? That's confusing. What? What the hell? Is there, like, a bug in this game? I mean, so to speak. Pun not intended, but was that supposed to be a gold clover? And, like, they... Very odd. Very odd indeed. Jakenzer? Is that how that should be said? I'm gonna look up a map of this level, and if I get to the end of the level without having found the gold clover, I'm gonna look up a map of this level and see what on earth happened here. Is there anything back there? This is just a little circle, right? Yeah, okay. Fuck. Okay, well, whether I find the gold clover or not, I'm gonna do this level over again, just to... Shit! Fuck. Wait, hang on. I just died. I just died twice, but it's still showing me with all 3 lives. I think it counts the number of lives, even... This game does not work the way I thought it did. I thought if you had all of your lives and you picked up another one, it wouldn't, like it wouldn't count. But it looks like I might have been wrong. Alright. Jkenzar? Is that how it's supposed to be then? Jkenzar? Whoop, I should have stopped there and... Fuck. I should have stopped there to time it right. That's why they put that little rest point there. Okay, now I really need to go back and do this level over again, because... Alright, Jkenzar says this level is really buggy. And I don't know if they're just making a pun, or if there's... Or if they, like, looked up if there are known issues with this level. Alright, how do I do this right? Okay, I'll go on the next one. Whoop! That was close. I did not mean to run into the pipe like that. Is this the gold clover? Nope. Oh no. Okay. That was close. I was worried the body of the bees would keep that little plunger from going down. Oops. Okay, we're at the end of the level. Still no gold clover. Whew. Alright. Gold clover found. Do I want to just go on to the next level, or no? No, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Really love the opening music. Alright, now that I've been through the level once, I should be able to do this pretty quickly. Alright. Let's see how fast I can get through this level now that I kind of know the layout. Now that I'm not going to be stressing about whether I found the gold clover or not. I feel like aren't the gold clovers supposed to be, like, I don't know, hidden a little bit in hard to find places? That gold clover seemed not especially, like, that wasn't exactly a tricky place that they left it in. Up and up. I just realized they made the hallways hexagonal. There's so many neat little... I almost didn't make that jump, Jesus. So many neat little details in this game. This game feels like it was made with love, you know? Can I do this? Whoop. If I just go fast enough, will these bees... Can I just, like, leave these bees behind and not actually bother fighting them? Will that work? I think it might have worked. I wonder if they got stuck behind that little gate back there. I'm still kind of mulling over that question from earlier about, like, which of my videos I'm most proud of, because I feel like I didn't give a very good answer to that. I feel like there's at least one video from 2017 that's just slipping my mind, that as soon as I think of it, I'm gonna be like, oh, that one. I really like some of the etymology videos I made, some of the shorter ones. The one about the difference between kings and emperors, I think, holds up pretty well. The one about I don't know. Still like that one I made about communism, like the etymology of communism and socialism. Like I simplified things dramatically, but I feel like my basic conclusions, I think, hold up pretty well, I think. Okay, what happened? What happened there? Did I have an opportunity and I just missed it, or was there... How am I supposed to make this jump? I made it last time. How did I do it last time? Alright. Come on. There we go. Can I make that jump? I don't know if I should have gone for that jump. Part of the problem is that, like, there are so many people making good linguistics videos now. Like, YouTube has gotten crowded. YouTube, like, there's so many more people. Like, doing what I did, making videos, like, educational content about linguistics, about a field that I'm not an expert in. Like, it made a lot more sense before there were so many, like, people with PhDs in linguistics with YouTube channels. Like, I feel like my videos don't make sense anymore in a world. People sometimes ask me if I'll ever make linguistics videos, like the kinds of linguistics videos I used to make. I used to kind of think that I would eventually, like, at some point I'll return to it, but at some point things kind of changed. At some point it started feeling like I kind of can't make YouTube videos the way I used to, because, like, YouTube has changed around me too much. Like, I don't really fit into the YouTube ecosystem the way I used to. Like, you look at a lot of the videos the Vlogbrothers used to make, like, the standards for educational content used to just be completely different. Like, I don't know, like, if you're at a if you're at a party and you happen to be the only person at that party who has even a little bit of a passing interest in linguistics, then it makes a lot more sense for you to get up on your soapbox and be like, look, everyone, here's what a phoneme is. Here's what a morpheme is. Here's the difference between a phoneme and a morpheme. Here's what a sound change is. Like, that makes a lot more sense. What if like, no one else in the room knows more about linguistics than you do? But, like, I follow a lot of... Like, a big reason I made my... Oh boy, I'm surrounded. How did this happen? A big reason I started making my videos was because no one else was doing it. Like, I don't think I would have started making my videos if there were... Like, I made my videos because I kind of I wanted them to exist because I wanted to watch them, you know? Like, I wanted to watch good YouTube videos about linguistics, but they just kind of didn't exist. Well, they exist now. I feel proud to have, like, played a part in, like, proving the concept, like, proving that linguistics YouTube videos are, like, a viable thing to try to do. I'm pleased with, like, my place in YouTube history, but, like... Yeah, I feel like I'm going in circles, rhetorically. Like, you guys get what I mean. Like the and like I think all the time about coming back and trying to make actual, you know, decent content instead of just streaming myself playing video games. But I haven't really come up with a good answer. Like, I feel like I'd kind of need to rethink what I'm doing, you know? Like, I could come back and make videos, but I couldn't come back and make videos the way I used to make videos, you know? Like, I'd have to do something kind of different. Please don't step on my computer, kitty cat. My cat is upset I'm giving this video game attention instead of her. She tried to help. More than once, there's been someone in these chats who I like chat with and who like, you know, shows up watching me playing video games, and I'll be like, and more than once someone has done that, and then I've gone and like been browsing YouTube and gotten served up their linguistics videos in my recommendations. I think all of these nuts had the same thing in it. I think all of these have the little enemies in them. But I want to make sure. Yep, every one of them. Oh, this is a little terrifying. What are these little guys supposed to be? Ticks? Kind of look like ticks. Maybe termites. Yeah, I don't know. Jackenzie R says, yet there aren't nearly enough linguistics videos on YouTube yet. I agree. More content is better, but I don't know. At the same time, I don't know. Like, there's so many YouTube channels that are making like the kinds of videos I wish I could have made, that just have like more expertise. Every now and then I think about trying to make a little compilation of like my favorite linguistics YouTubers, like people who have like there are a ton of like ideas for linguistics videos that I've had that like somebody else made, and that somebody else made like way better than I ever would have been able to do it. I don't know. Like, I guess that like the problem of there not being enough linguistics YouTube videos. I don't know. At some point, it stopped feeling like a problem I'm in a particularly good position to help with, I guess. Like back in 2013, it was like I felt like I was legitimately, like, among the most informed people on YouTube about linguistics. And sometime around, like... I think sometime around 2020 or so was kind of when that stopped being the case. Alright, we got all the ladybugs, we got all 4 blue clovers, we just need the gold clover, and we need to not die. Pretty much all set here. And after this, if I'm remembering right, level 7 is a little mini boss fight where you fight the Queen Bee. This song is good, but it's one of the weaker ones for this game, I think. I think I wonder if, like, the creative limitation of wanting something evocative of bees, the way Flight of the Bumblebees is. I am really low on health. Am I gonna survive this, or am I gonna die? Whew. I was really hoping that wouldn't kill one of the larvae and would go. Alright. I feel like I'm about to die. Let's go. And I'm dead. Alright. How far back have I been sent? I had been trying to get through this game without dying at all, without losing any of my lives, but I feel like if I can have so many lives that the little life counter can't actually tell me how many lives I have, that's good enough for me. Like, as long as there's those 3 little icons in the top left, I think I'm just gonna roll with it. Whoop! Fuck. I took my hand off and I scrolled through the chat. Alright, fortunately I have enough surplus lives that it doesn't matter. That was really stupid of me. I took my hand off and I scrolled through chat on my phone a little bit, and then I brought my hand back and my finger landed on the exact wrong key. I wanted to go forward, instead I went backward. That was embarrassing. I'm disappointed. That was a really high stakes little moment when I was down almost all of my health, but at the very end of the level. That would have been so cool if I'd managed to clear the room out without dying. What time is it? It is 3:05. My plan was to go between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. I think now's a good place to stop. We can do level 7 tomorrow. Thank you to Cody of Athens. Thank you to Jackenzie R for commenting and making this stream interesting. Level 7. Am I remembering right? Yep, I was remembering right. Here's the Queen Bee. I will deal with you tomorrow. Alright, good night everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream.